The community. The community is incredible. I mean, if you have tons of people that are willing to support one another, you see somebody fail, hey, it's okay. Give yourself a little time to grieve, dust yourself off, get back on that horse. You see tons of people saying really nice things, really being empathetic and caring about other people's journey and not only their own. So realistically, the community support was beyond what I expected. So that was by far the most easiest checkbox to say, yeah, that blew me away. My name is Travis Haug, and I am currently a Salesforce business analyst. I started the Talent Stacker Career Development Program in May, and I ended up landing a job in December, so about 6.5, 7 months. Before Talent Stacker, I was actually a part of higher education. So I was a program project administrator. What that means is I basically had a line in my contract that said other duties as assigned, and that was my job. But I did a lot of stuff with courses. I had some programs that I oversaw, as well as I taught a course. And I did just a few things for the department here and there as they needed. Really, I found Salesforce through a project that I was working on. So I got staffed on a project to bring a new program to higher education, and they started using Salesforce. And really, I was an end user, a basic user, didn't have any responsibilities in Salesforce other than I could view stuff. And that led me to do a little bit more research of what is Salesforce. I've never heard of this before. And in one of the Choose FI podcasts, I actually heard about it, and I tried the 5-day. I didn't know if it was for me. I reached out to Bradley. Bradley and I had email exchanges back and forth. I let the first initial, the end date for sign up pass, and I regretted it. And I talked to my wife, and I went back and forth, and I'm sure it was part of the automation, but of course 2 weeks later there's still a few spots left, and I had the opportunity to join back up, and I was really excited about that. So that's how I got mixed into Salesforce as well as Talent Stacker. Of course, everyone talks about the costs, right? That was first and foremost the biggest issue that I think my wife and I had with it as we talked through it. But when push comes to shove, right, you start really breaking down what that potential return on investment is. And for me, in higher education, thinking about how the cost of the actual program and going, well, this is maybe a semester at college. I mean, maybe a semester or a few classes that you're taking. So realistically, it's an investment in the future of whatever it is you want to do. So that's how I had to view it. And you think about it and you go, okay, I'm going to invest this to learn more about this program, to figure out all the inner workings so that I can get hired on and have that return on investment moving forward. And by far, I think this is it's a great return on investment in regards to signing up for the program, but also getting the hands-on learning, having the opportunity to network with people, and really just that network and that feeling of the Salesforce Ohana is unparalleled, I have a feeling, at other programs. I think my expectations for the program were, whenever I signed up for this, I'm an all-in type of guy. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I want to do it right, and I want to get it taken care of. I want to work my way through it. So of course, Bradley highlights, pick what speed you want to go, right? There's different speeds that you can go in this throughout the modules, and I just wanted to go aggressive. I wanted to go fast, and it doesn't always work like that, right? So there's a lot of information, there's a lot of content, but I was all in from the get-go, and that was really something that I personally wanted to embody with this. It is 6 months to 60K program. It's the Talent Stacker program. You're going to learn Salesforce. I get it, but they don't say it's going to be easy. So you can't expect it to be easy and to be given to you. I mean, I was working 40 hours a week, and the other 30 I was spending on Salesforce and these modules and working through to get my exam certification, as well as build my LinkedIn profile and go through the steps that you guys teach, because that's what's important. And going through those steps in sequential order was very hard, but also extremely fruitful as I moved through the program. I think the biggest impact in one of the modules that Bradley had after I got certified was I was celebrating. I got excited. I just passed the certification. I was all sorts of excited. And in one of the videos, it said, "This is not the goal. Celebrate now, but this is not the goal. The goal is us landing this job, and we need to prepare for that. So we need to keep preparing." And it was just like a, whoa, that's awesome. It's like, oh, okay. All right, let's do this. I'm all in. The biggest thing that I think that I came away with for the project was having the detailed, in-depth interview answers, right? So when they asked me about my experience, or they said, "Hey, Travis, tell me about yourself," I could basically say, "Hey, I'm a Salesforce admin. I worked on this project for a client. We took 60 different requirements, user requirements. We sussed out details, and then we built out this new org for them. We had a lot of fun automations that we built. We did profiles, permission sets. We did all the security, and really, it was an opportunity for us to work together as a group and build all this out and learn as we were building it, and then present that full circle to that client and say, "Hey, we're going to take you through what we built for you so that when we hand this off, you're able to then take it and run." I waited to job search, like really job search, until I was closer towards the end of the project. So I did that on purpose because I wanted to have some concrete examples of hands-on experience that I had to be able to talk through in an interview. And I wanted to be able to say, yeah, when I was going through this flow, I did X, Y, and Z. And when they changed this field, it automatically updated this record. And I wanted to be able to work through all of that and be able to explain it. Because I initially started interviewing with some recruiters, or I interviewed with a company or two, and I think it was probably their HR people. And really, I didn't have a good explanation or a good story of hands-on experience, and I couldn't clearly communicate that. And I think that was really something that I was worried about. When I officially got the call and I actually signed the papers, it was surreal. I mean, it was kind of one of those things where I thought back to when I started the program, and I envisioned this moment. From that start, I began with the end in mind, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm going to have a job in Salesforce. I don't know how I'm going to. I don't know what company I'm going to be with. I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm going to put all the chips on the table, and I'm going to work towards that and see what I can accomplish in the next 6 months or 7 months. And finally submitting that actual sign offer, I mean, I was over the moon. The changes I would definitely say is right now I'm working 100% remote. My income has, of course, went up from where I was working in higher education. So those two things alone are substantial differences for my life and my family. And it's pretty incredible to think, oh, I just have to get up in the morning, and if I don't want to go to the gym or whatever, I can just walk into work in the next room. And that's a big change. But to be honest, I mean, the financial aspects are, of course, what everybody hears about and talks about. And that's going to be a substantial difference for my family moving forward. So we're beyond excited to be able to move forward and do some of the fun things that we're looking forward to. One of the big things, of course, we're going to buy a house at some point. We haven't decided where or when, but that's kind of on the docket. I think I learned a lot about myself as well as a lot of other talent stackers, right? I think, like I said, yes, I'm 100% go-getter, but the perseverance, the internal drive, the willingness to be a part of a group of something bigger than yourself, to be someone that goes out of their way to help others. I mean, that's something that I didn't realize was as big of an importance as I see it coming a lot higher in the priority list as you move forward in life, because not everything's about money, to be honest. I mean, the network, the people that I've had the privilege of learning from and growing with, I mean, that's by far some of the coolest, like, personal growth for myself, and I hope for others as well.